How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you guys my first game of the new ranked seasons, Season 3, and also my first game using 4 Signature Series cards in the lineup as well. We have Signature Series Tony Gwynn, Rickey Henderson, Roberto Alomar, and Frank Thomas to lead off this game. We also have Ichiro, Pablo Sanchez, Lindor, and Jose Reyes at the bottom of the lineup. With Cy Young on the mound, I'm facing Signature Series Joe Morgan, and this card absolutely kills me. Every single time I face him, he leads off this game with a nice double. I played this game over on my Twitch live stream at twitch.tv/College Lefty, and I will have that link posted in the comment section down below. But to start this game off, the opponent had a couple nice base hits. He has a little bit of a rally going with Joe Morgan on third base, and then flashback chipper on first base with Future Stars Vlad Jr. up at the plate. And he's going to send one out to center field. That's going to be Ichiro's going to be there for the sac fly, and he is going to test him out there. 98 arm strength coming home. It is a lot closer of a play than I thought it was going to be. 94 speed does get in there safely. The opponent goes up 1-0, but I was able to minimize. Now leading off the game with Tony Gwynn, I was able to send a little bit of a late base hit to left center field there for a bloop single. That's going to get Tony Gwynn on first base with Rickey Henderson coming up to the plate, and he also sends one up the middle as well. That was more of a good squared up swing. I thought that his shortstop had a chance to make a diving play on that one. It was pretty close. But that's going to bring up Roberto Alomar. Facing Roy Oswalt, he does have that hanging 12-6 curveball. If you throw that thing effectively, it can be very effective with that sinker and the slider combination. I'm not really sure what his feedback on that 12-6 was, but I had good okay contact on it. So I feel like he had a little bit early feedback on that one. It was over the middle of the plate. It was one of those looper curveballs, but now we have Frank Thomas up at the plate with 2 guys in scoring position, a 2-0 count. I'm looking to be patient. I don't really think he's going to throw anything in the strike zone. He really does want to go ahead and walk Frank Thomas here, is what I'm thinking, and that's exactly what happens. He walks him on 4 straight pitches. Now we have Ichiro up at the plate, and I figured that he was going to attack me with the fastball inside. I didn't really square it up as well as I would have liked to, and I thought that that one was going to be a sac fly, but it does get down out there. Now I have a little bit of a miscue on the bases. Roberto Alomar is coming around to score, though. I didn't even mean to send him home. I was really focused on Frank Thomas and Ichiro there, as I wanted to continue my rally. But with Pablo Sanchez, I kind of killed the rally there with a double play. That one was a good swing. I had the PCI pretty much on it, and actually a good squared up swing, 103 exit velocity. My face cam will be blocking that one, but unfortunate that it was right to the third baseman. His third baseman made the play, and I hit into a double play. Unable to score any more runs in that inning, but I did have a chance to break the game open in the first, and luckily I just got the 1 run back that he was able to get in the first inning. But this opponent was definitely hitting the baseball well. He was putting the PCI right on it and squaring the ball up as well. We did both have a few lineouts at this time, a few hard hit balls that were outs. I mean, I had that grounder double play. The opponent also had some line drives to my outfielders and some fly balls that could have been hit for base hits. I feel like that happens on All-Star difficulty. That is what we're playing on since I started in 650 rating after making World Series the last season. But the opponent went ahead and swung with this pitcher in that situation with Roy Oswalt, and he did ground into a double play. 10 speed, not going to beat that out. But now we have Tony Gwynn up at the plate, the top of our lineup once again, and he's going to send one deep. Kyle Schwarber unable to make the play out there in left field. That's going to be an extra base hit for Gwynn, so 2 for 2 on the night so far with double and a single to start the game off. So now we have Rickey Henderson up once again, who had the base hit to start the game. This one was going to be sent out to center field. 2 outs there and unable to get the job done and score that 2-out double. But anyway, Christian Yelich is up at the plate. I struck him out on the fastball up and inside the first at-bat. I went right back to it the second at-bat, and he was ready for it. He sat on it, but did fly out to right field there. We have Frank Thomas up at the plate now. He did draw a walk earlier in the game, a 3-2 count. I'm looking for a pitch over the middle, and that's really it. And he does throw one over the middle, a sinker, and I got that one. I hit it on a line drive, home run. That's about 395 dead center right there, and it was sent out. This one was a check swing. The opponent made a really smart play on it and let it bounce, picked it up with Vlad, tagged out Ichiro, and touched the base for the double play there. Didn't get an infield fly. I got a check swing, and it was just unfortunate. But I was able to strike out Vladimir Guerrero Jr. looking there with that sweeping curveball on the inside corner. And that's going to be a important pitch if I'm able to throw that front door curveball, especially with Cy Young. He does throw 3 different breaking balls. and if I can do that effectively, then I will be able to pitch well with him. Same thing with the changeup. I need to focus on throwing that changeup with Cy Young because he really has those 3 breaking pitches, the fastball, and the changeup. I don't want to get stuck with just the breaking pitches and the fastball. So later on in the game, Jose Reyes was sending one deep. I drew a walk with Francisco Lindor. It set up a slide step where the opponent might have thought I might have been stealing there. And I hit a no-doubter with Jose Reyes. Jose Reyes has been a really underrated card for me. I think he's the best team affinity card there is. He makes a nice play there. 97 speed with the switch hitting ability and the high vision, especially at the higher levels of this game. He does play really well, and he does have a really nice swing as well. Really short, compact swing. There is Ichiro with a similar swing, sends one out to right center field. That's going to be extra bases for a double there. A two-out, a little bit of a two-out rally going. The opponent does make one heck of a play there with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I kept thinking that he had Frank Thomas at first base, but the opponent only had one signature series card in Joe Morgan, but he definitely had a good team all around. This one, a little bit unlucky for him. That ball could have easily got down. Ichiro covers so much ground out there with this outfield in Rickey Henderson in left, Ichiro in center, and Tony Gwynn in right field. No balls are really going to get down out there. Just really a lot of speed as Rickey Henderson's going to track this one down. I mean, it's just crazy how much ground these guys cover as I'm talking about it. But Rickey Henderson's been amazing since I picked him up from the third inning program. I chose Verlander, but I went ahead and bought the other 2 cards, Roberto Alomar and Rickey Henderson, off of the market. I still haven't done a debut video with Verlander. I just recently got him, so that is going to be the next video. But Tony Gwynn is on an absolute tear in this gameplay. He is now 3 for 3, might have been 3 for 4 at this point. But he does have a couple extra base hits, almost hit for the cycle. He's a home run away from the cycle here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And I thought I hit that one out for a home run with Rickey Henderson. But not enough power there. It is going to be tracked down at the warning track or just before the warning track. But it is enough for an insurance run and a sac fly there. Pretty nice to go up 5 runs this late in the ball game. It doesn't mean I'm going to try and settle. I'm going to continue to try and hit. As I send one out to deep right center field with Roberto Alomar, I thought that one also had a chance to go out for a home run, but he does track it down with Bellinger out there in right field. But as we move later on in this game, it is very important to have those extra insurance runs because my bullpen was kind of tired from the previous ranked seasons game that I played. That was extra innings when I was playing for 1,000 rating. So I needed a nice solid outing from my starting pitcher, at least to go 7-8 innings, and that's exactly what I was able to do with Cy Young. I was trying to go for the complete game shutout, but I gave up the early run in the first inning. I mean, obviously I'm not going to get a shutout, but I did have a mission for that as well. There I gave up another home run, but I had a mission for that for the program stars. At this point, I didn't have Verlander, but I was approaching him. Cy Young is going to be the pitcher that I take out for Verlander. I just think he's a much better pitcher overall. But this opponent was lining out. I mean, there you guys can see he was putting the bat on the ball. He had a home run in that last inning. He's lining out to my outfielders. Had a lot of pop fly outs in this game. I had a few line outs as well. I definitely thought that the lineouts were more in the opponent's, or I guess more for against the opponent in this specific game. But I had the base running go against me in this one. Here I don't really know what happened with his fielder, but as I was sending Jose Reyes to second base, Pablo Sanchez decides he's also turning around, going back to second base. They're both going to slide in there, and I don't really know what happened in this play. I got confused a few times on the bases in this one. It just happens sometimes. I might have to switch up my settings a little bit. I was talking about that during my live stream, and I might have to go ahead and switch some things up and try some things out. But with a 4-run lead in this one, I did go to Kelvin Herrera out of the bullpen to close this one out. He's definitely my worst relief pitcher, but anytime I have a decent lead, I am going to go right to him because he's going to be the next guy that I replace. And if I don't have to use, let's say, Goose Gossage or Rowdy Fingers in a tight game, when their stamina is a little bit lower, then I won't necessarily go to them. I'll let them rest and try to use these other guys. But we are facing Kyle Schwarber here with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. I don't think that this game is necessarily over. He could definitely get a rally going, especially with a big bat like this. He already has a double in this game. Kyle Schwarber is somebody who has definitely gone off against me in the previous years of Diamond Dynasty and ranked seasons. Even the event, the live series, Schwarber has done extremely well against me this year. But there he is hitting a base hit right past Frank Thomas. I don't really know what happened on that play. Frank Thomas did not react to the ball at all. I'm going to go ahead and go into a replay real quick right here. and just show you that the ball went right past him. It went directly to the right of him, and he's looking over in the crowd, maybe at the umpire over there. I don't really know what he's doing, but that's common fielding for you in MLB The Show. He's definitely my worst fielder out there on defense, but as far as everybody else goes, I have diamonds and golds all around. It's just first base is definitely a liability, but at the same time, you don't always need the best first baseman. As you guys saw earlier in the game, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was making diving plays. Frank Thomas was catching 100-mile-an-hour line drives right to him. Luckily, I was able to get the dub there. The opponent was one swing away from making that a ball game and making it a one-run game, so I would have had to go to a bullpen guy. I went to Johnny Venters, but I would have had to go to another one. But we do get the first win of this ranked seasons, move up to 678, and then we'll have another gameplay out there for you guys. I'm going to try to get another video posted later tonight, but I'm College Lefty, and have a good night. Peace out.